You might find this video a little strange because you've just been to a page where it's given you the technical information about obligations of assessors. This video isn't going to directly deal with that. I'm going to give you some personal reflections related to our obligations of assessors. And it really comes down to this, the fact that I work for Mr. Wed, because at Mr. Wed, we don't want you to just have the technical information and the barest information to get through this course. We want to help you become a qualified and confident assessor, somebody who understands their jobs and understands the implications of your job, takes it seriously and does a great job. So let's talk about the obligations of assessors kind of from a personal perspective. And firstly, I'd like to share with you the importance of what you do as an assessor, in the sense that there are legal implications of what you do and moral implications as well. When you sign off on somebody as competent, they're going to be going and doing that job. You should presume that that's the case. When you sign off on somebody, that basically is a ticket that says they can go and do that task, they can do that job confidently. The last thing you want is for them to go and do that job when they're not ready, for them to have an accident and get hurt, for them to injure others or worse. You want to know that they're going to be able to do that job safely and effectively. You don't want to sign off on somebody and on their competence and then find that they weren't able to do the job and people thought they were lazy when really they perhaps just weren't trained well enough and weren't really ready for that job. Don't be the person who signs off on somebody beyond their level of competence. Think about these issues when you're creating assessments and when you're conducting assessments. They're really, really important. As part of all this, there's the professional development aspect. Now, that was referenced in the previous slide, and it's so important. The kiss of death, I suppose, with assessors is when I hear things like, I've been assessing for 20 years and I know what I'm doing. That's crazy. It's not the fact that you've been assessing for 20 years that's really important. It's the fact that you've been assessing and you are practicing being an assessor and you're still learning. If you keep learning and keep improving, not only do you help satisfy your legal obligations as detailed on the previous screen, but you're going to become a better assessor and a better person to make good judgments and be confident about what you're doing. Now, having said all that, it might sound a little bit negative, but what I want to share with you is that it's infinitely rewarding to be an assessor. It's a great thing to be able to sign off on people's competence and see them go out and enter the workforce and expand their horizons in a confident way. It's a great thing when that happens. And I encourage you to get involved as an assessor and to help improve the quality of people who are working in your industry. There's a lot of joy to be gained by seeing people, by signing them off, and then seeing them succeed in the workplace after you've helped them out by conducting those assessments. So balance the negatives and the positives. Have integrity. Respect that standard. Only sign off on people as being competent when they've earned it and then when they've deserved it. And that will allow you to look in the mirror with confidence and enable you to be certain that you're doing a great job because they're going to be doing a great job.